Thanks for choosing this video. This may not seem a professional video to you in the first look because I don't have the light setup like other YouTubers, but I want to ensure that this is the best video for you if you want to create your first character inside Blender. So this video will show you step by step how to model this character, how to add colors to this character, and at the end how to light and render your character. So let's get started. So first of all, select all with A and delete. Now come up to the front view and shift A and add an sphere. Now G and Z to grab it up. You can see all the keys here, so if I miss anyone you can just see here. So now right click and make this shade smooth to make it smooth. So this will be our head. Now it's time to create the eyes. So I will go to the edit mode, select this one face in the face selection, shift S and move the cursor to around here, so cursor to the selected one, and now shift A and add in a sphere again. Now rotate that like this with the 90 degree, and now scale this and move it a little to the X direction, scale it a little more. And I think this size is fine for now. Let's add a mirror modifier and select the head to mirror it to that direction. Now as you see, it's a little bit more joined to the center. So again, just scale that a little and move that toward the X direction to make it something like this. And at the end we can just clip that so it don't split around. Now go to the edit mode with the tab key and select this hole. With Alt Shift click you can just select these three loops, X, and delete these faces. Now select all with A, Shift S and move the cursor to the center. So now here we will add the eyeball. So I add a sphere, scale that, rotate that with the X direction in 90 degree and scale it more, something like this. Right click, make it shade smooth. Now select this one and add a solidify modifier to add some thickness, and we can increase that thickness. Now we need to mirror the eyeball, so again add a mirror modifier, select the mirror object which is this head, and we got a mirror. Now let's create the nose. So go to the edit mode, go to the edge selection, select this one edge, shift S and move the cursor here. So we add the new object here, shift A, add an icosphere, scale that, rotate that with the 90 degree in the X direction, right click and make it shade smooth and scale that a little. Now select this one, go to the edit mode, now select this place, shift S and move the cursor here. Now add a torus, shift A, mesh and add a torus, and come up here to this settings and make this one to something like, increase this radius like this. Now right click, make it shade smooth, scale that and rotate that with the X direction until it got to the right position. I would like to grab it a little bit up so we got some space for the mouth. It's time for adding ears, so I press the 3 numpad to go to the side view, select this one, go to the edit mode, select this one, so this would be, select these two and shift S, cursor to the selected, and now here we will add the ears. So shift A, add a cube, I scale this one with the Y direction, and now come up to the front view, go to the edit mode, Control R and add a loop, and this will be our ear. So let's just scale it with the X, scale it with the Z. Also, if you want to know the quick and easy way of creating stylized ear, the link is in the description, and if you are interested in that, it means that you are interested in characters and learning for that. So make sure to subscribe for more videos. And now let's continue back to our character. So Control R and add a loop here, scale that with the X direction a little. Now Go to the face selection, select these 4 faces and I to insect, and now E to extrude at inside, something like this. Now go to the edit object mode and add a subdivision modifier, right click, make it shade smooth, and in edit mode I just select all with A and Alt S to just scale it a kind of like outside, and now scale this one with the Y direction to make it a little fluffy. Now come to the front view with the numpad 1, scale that, and now we have to rotate that, so Alt Z and rotate it like this. Now move it to the outside a little, rotate it a little more, move it to the inside, and kind of like this. Now again add a mirror modifier for this one, select the mirror object, and now we have something like this. Okay, to create the base of the body, we have to go to the edit mode on this object, select this point, shift S and move the cursor to the selected. Now come up here to the front view, object mode, and shift A and add an icosphere. Make this one like here and scale that with the Z. Now right click and make it shade smooth and move it something like this. Now it's time for the cap, so I come up here to the top view, select this vertex, shift S and move the cursor to the selected. Now come up here to the front view, shift A and add a circle, move the circle down, scale this one until it touches to the body. Go to the edit mode and E to extrude that and S to scale that. Now select this one with Alt Shift and left click and extrude it up, scale that, extrude it one more time and scale that, and now F2 just fill that. Now it's we need some thickness, so add a solidify modifier, increase this one, right click and make it shade smooth, come up to the front view, make it something like this and move this one to here, and there we have. Now it's time for the materials, so come up here to the shading, go to the front view again, select any of the object and press the dot key, numpad dot to just zoom that, and now move it up here. Okay, so now we need some material. First of all, we need it for skin, so add a new material, make this one skin. I love black people, so just add a dark skin for this one. Something like this, and now decrease the specular a bit because I don't really like the shine over this one. Now add the same material to the ears and to the nose. For the eyelids, we have to add a new skin material. This one would be a little darker, so I would like to pick this color from here, make this one specular a bit off, and it look like this, so we have some kind of variation. Now select the eyeball, go to the edit mode, select this one and control and numpad plus to just grow the selection, and now add a white material, so I would like to call it white, and go to the material tab and add one more. This one would be black, so let's call it black. And now add a black material. It won't appear here until we click on assign. Also, I want this material to shine, so I would like to make the roughness very down. Same for this one. Okay, now we have to add the costume color or the dress color, so I would like to call it dress and make this one black. You can add any color that you like, and also to this one the black material, not this one black, the dress material. And now for the lips, add a new one, called it lips. and make this one colored something like this. Make it dark. I just scale this one to like this with the X direction, and in edit mode select this one, move it to the X. So it looks more smart now. Now it's time for the lighting, so come up here to the layout. So we have some more space. And now first of all shift A and add a camera. So we added the camera, but the camera is here. Now let's grab this one to the Y direction. It should be exactly in front, so come up to the side view and Alt R to just reset that. And now R and make this one 90 and minus, so it turned to this direction. Now 0, numbered 0 to just see through the camera. Come up here to the camera setting and make this one to orthographic. And now G to move this one. We need to change the resolution a bit, so just decrease this one. And now come up here and make this one zoom, so decrease this value. Okay, so it's time for the lighting. Now shift right click here and shift A and add in a area light. Now come to this direction and rotate that. G to move it here. So it should be something like this. Now if we see through camera and click on the render view, we look something like this, but we have to change the render engine to the cycle so it looks more good, and also make the background to like dark. And if you have a GPU, you can make this one to the GPU so it render more quick. Now change the scale of the light and also the power of the light, so I would make it 100. We need to scale this more and make this one to about 150 maybe. Seems fine for now. Let's just shift right click here and add a point light. Let's move it up here. Now go to the camera view and just see that we have to just fill this kind of area a little so it don't look too dark. So I would like to the value something like this. Okay, now the third light that we will add is in the back, so shift A and add a area light. Go to the side view by pressing 3 and rotate that something like this. Move it up to the back, come up to the front view, move it up to something like there, and Z in R and Z to rotate that and make sure the line cross to the character something like this. This will be the rim light, and also the whole setup is called 3-point light setup. So where we have 3 lights. Now click on this one, and as you can see we already added a little bit of the rim light, but we need more power, so I would add 50 and also make the color a little blue because everyone likes this kind of blue rim light. There is a little bit extra shine on this one, so maybe we can just turn off this thing. Come up here to the material tab and make this one to a little less specular so it don't shine like that. And yeah, that's pretty good for now. At any stage you can just change any of the scale or anything that you want, so you can just do that. I would like to make the eyes a little big like this. And yeah, that's it. Now to render this thing, just hit F12 and there we have. Now if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more like this videos. Thank you so much and bye.